Good afternoon, guys. David here with another cryptocurrency update. I literally just finished watching this story about a guy, and I'm not exactly sure what state, but he jumped into an Uber, and I guess you get this sticker in the back, so you'll see every once in a while I drive for Uber, so I'm intrigued to watch how some of these passenger interactions go. But this guy jumped in on a phone call, and he was evidently in the middle of a phone call with a IRS representative who had just taken a $3,000 payment from this guy who got into this Uber. And the Uber driver's sitting there like, what in the world do you send in $3,000 to somebody for? Upon a little bit more investigation, the guy reveals that he drove to a Bitcoin ATM and put in $3,000 and sent that $3,000 to this representative of the IRS who was claiming to arrest him and throw him in jail and seize all his assets if he even hung up the phone, let alone decided not to comply. This obviously is an irreversible transaction. The guy that sent the money, I don't know what, I mean, he's a younger guy. He looks to be about in his late 20s, early 30s. I wouldn't imagine that somebody of this age, and this is going to be one of the points that we're going to have to take out of this whole title that I'm putting up in this video, which is the dark side of crypto, is that you have to understand there are people invested and involved in this. I'm not talking about XRP right now, okay? Because in the years and years that XRP has been in existence, I can't really quote too many times that it's been hacked or that it's been robbed from or that its ledger has been incorrect or any of that stuff for XRP. So I'm gonna pull XRP out of this conversation specifically because I almost feel like XRP is in a category of its own, okay? So as most of us watching this video know, as soon as you put the money into the ATM wouldn't necessarily just give it back to you, or you can't just reverse the transaction. I'm sure there's not a phone number on these ATMs that say, if you sent this money of yours to an incorrect wallet address, contact us here, and somebody will be able to help. No, doesn't exist. So it's really scary to think, honestly, that there's these, you know, they used to do them in the mail, you know, back when actually handwriting letters and sending letters was a thing, you know, like chain mail, you know, kind of thing. And then it flipped to emails. And then the email scammers started coming in. And now there's things like instantaneous transactable currencies like Bitcoin, and you could transact through Venmo or any of these payment processing sites. Now, you've got to know if you're doing business through one of these sites, whether or not you have recourse or if the transactions that you're doing are just being sent out into the ether. It's almost like, I feel like now, I really thought these Bitcoin ATMs were going to be such a good thing for people, you know, because, you know, I asked Google from where I'm at, you know, in my hometown. I said, where's the nearest Bitcoin ATM? I asked my phone. And it told me, and I can tell you that I could be there in a matter of minutes. And if I was one of these people that was completely unable to process that type of scenario into anything other than a scam, and I actually wanted to go through with it, it would not take me too long to get there. And it wouldn't, you know, it seems like a pretty easy scam. And we've got to, and this is what I was saying in my video the other day, if we don't start to inform those around us, especially those that we believe are on the lesser side of knowledge, the ones that we don't think that they're going to ever look anything up, they don't want to know, we've got to literally start to tell them at least what to look out for, okay? And we're all watching these videos, at least my videos and a lot of the guys that I follow, I'm watching their videos for their XRP content and maybe for a little bit of analysis on the entire altcoin space, but not too much diving into the other altcoins because I've looked into them and the ones that I've found that have little technology and little usage, they're just going to do their thing. And over the course of the next year or two, we're going to just start to see these little coins that have no usage and no technology just fall by the wayside. Okay. And it will take a lot of people's money with it. Okay. It's not just going to be like the correction that we saw in December or January. Okay. It's going to be amplified. You know, there's more money that's going to be lost in the next bull run than I think was money made in the last bull run. Okay. Because I think there's going to be a lot of people putting money into coins that are just going to vanish. Literally, they're just going to go poof. And there's not going to be anybody standing there trying to hand you back your coins or say, you know what, I'm so sorry. No, that's, I think, a lot of the questions in regards to centralized or decentralized. And people used to call XRP the banker coin and how they hate it. And, you know, Bitcoin is the first mover advantage. I mean, there's all of these things that we know that we can easily share with people. And there's things that we don't know that we need to start to look into, because you got to know that if you're dealing with your cryptocurrencies, once you send it, it's not coming back. The only way it's coming back is if the person sends it back to you, which I don't believe is going to happen. Obviously, with these scammers, they wanted $6,800 from this guy. He sent them $3,000. I'm guessing he couldn't get the rest. Thankfully, you know, because it seems like he would have just put the whole $6,800 and just poofed it off into the ether, you know, into the Bitcoin, you know, ledger, and that's it. It's gone. So it's almost like you got to kind of imagine in this volatile market that we are in, as we all know what the word volatile means, and we all know what the word moon means, and we all know what the word pump and dump means, and you know all these definitions, but are you ready for any of them? Are you ready for all of them? Okay. It's like this. If tomorrow XRP mooned, I know who I'm going to call. And guess what? If tomorrow XRP crashed, I'm calling the same person. Okay. So I think at this point, it's time to start building relationships, time to strengthen the bonds around us, because like I said in yesterday's video, all we have is those around us. And I'm imagining that when it really hits the fan, it's literally going to be the ones that are close enough to touch. And in the end of this conversation, that's going to be your loved ones. It's not going to be your Binance, you know, account, or it's not going to be your crypto friends or whatever. It's going to be your family. It's going to be the people that supported you and came up with you, you know. And the next time you're going to buy cryptocurrency, I'm going to give you guys all a project. The next time you're going to buy some XRP or buy some Bitcoin or whatever it is, text that person who's your rock, you know, and let them know how important they are to you in all of the decisions that you make, and how the things that you're choosing to do, maybe they don't agree with, and maybe they don't see eye to eye with, but you're doing it because you believe in it, and you're doing it because you think that it's going to have some type of benefit for humanity. And I think as all of us in XRP, I think that's really what it is. You know, let me rephrase that. For most of us in XRP, that's what it is. It's really about changing the world. And I think it really does start here. It starts now. Here's another part of the challenge. Share this video with that person you love, or somebody that you think might be able to fall for this scam, because it's really sad to see hardworking people losing the money that they're going out in blood, sweat, and tearing over, just losing it like that without any idea what's going on. So anyway, keep your chin up. Don't put any money into a Bitcoin ATM unless you're going to be going out and buying a burger. Put 20 bucks in and go spend it. Just experiment. Have fun with this. Okay? Put up the video on YouTube. Go find the nearest Bitcoin ATM to where you stand right now, and you can do this. I might do this. You could do this. Go put your money in. Go get a wallet. Go get a debit card that you can use to spend places. And you know what? Just be the first mover. That's what we are. We're the first movers. Anyway, congratulations, guys. If you made it to this point in the video, definitely like, subscribe, comment. Tell me if you made it to this point in the video. I'm curious. Really. Thanks, guys.